Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this new tutorial. I have taped down a piece of what's its face, canvas right here. I cut my canvas down into 4 parts, and now I have this small canvas because I figured if I'm gonna do a tutorial, my others were so long, they took so long, and I just decided maybe I'd like to shorten it down a bit. So for this tutorial, we're gonna work somewhat quicker. As you might notice by the pace that I'm talking in. We're gonna do sort of, because it's a colour of the year thingy, we're gonna do pinkish clouds up to here somewhere, and then we're gonna do a blue sky. I just realised that maybe starting with the blue sky is handy a bit. You know what? More handy, not handier. That sounds like shit. Sorry, pardon my French. I should be adding a bit of white to this, just a touch, but you know, it's gonna make my color less transparent, which is the result that we're going for, so yeah. So I'm just laying in the base color for the shedding tears right here. Oh, tears, no, hairs, not tears. Shedding tears is a very dark thing. And I'll leave some room at the edges actually. But yeah, so I'm gonna do dark base for the clouds and then just kind of work them up with just some white, like here. Here, and then work this, sort of just like that. Now, I don't know if these clouds are going to work because I've never tried this before. This is my first time doing this. So, yeah. I mean, hang in there with me, right? Here we go. I'm kind of liking this, the way it's looking. Yeah. The only trick is how we're gonna... Oh my god, I haven't really thought this through, guys. I mean, I was inspired by the Art Sherpa video and I just had to paint, and I don't know what I was gonna paint, but I was gonna paint, that's what I knew. So, hang in there with me. Yeah, this is totally gonna work though. Totally. So just make sure that you're not hanging on to any patterns right here, and you're pretty much good, right? So, get some more white and blend upwards. Don't over blend it, I mean, clouds are in a strict surface, right? So you don't need to over blend it, and it looks kind of cool when you don't. Okay, like that. Also leaving a little bit of structure and texture in the painting. That's good too. There's a little bit of interest. I kind of like it so far. It looks good. You know what? If I like it, I don't need anyone else to like it. Because I'm gonna be the one looking at the picture, right? This looks awesome so far, actually. I'm really enjoying this. Like, you don't know how much I'm enjoying this. I have not painted for like, well, a good amount of weeks, and, well, maybe 2 or 3, and it has been weighing on me quite a bit, so I'm really enjoying this right now, because my painting time is my time. Right? And it should be your time too when you're painting, so, you know, maybe get a separate space for it. Like, I have my room, obviously, which my parents didn't allow, but then I went to a psychiatrist because I was depressed, and I just kind of taught her the importance of painting, like what painting meant to me, and she was like, you need to get your own room for this. So then I got my own room for this. Yeah. This is looking really good so far. I'm just sort of tapping to blend, and I'm actually noticing that I need more colour right there, so just take some more of your pink. Now, I'm not actually painting with rose quartz right here, because I don't own that colour, I don't have it, and although I do have the money for it, it's not available here, so that's a problem, but you know, make do with the materials that I have, right? There you go. I'm not using any cloud brush or anything, I'm just using my little regular brush. It's working out pretty good for me so far, so it'll probably work out for you too. There we go. These could also be wonderful trees. Maybe we'll do that too. Just do both. Not even care about any sort of schoolwork or anything. I have everything to do, but no, I have lots to do. Like, I have a history test tomorrow, for which I did not study, but you know, this is a priority to me, so there we go. Yeah, I'm not setting a good example. Well, but you know what? Who cares, right? Having fun, enjoying life, YOLO, as the cool kids would say. Which I'm not a part of, I'm not cool. But you know what? I don't really care either, so... Which is what my mom really likes about me. I'm very much myself. Don't really care what people think. If you think my art sucks, then well, you be you and I be me. Alright? If you think my art sucks, then 1, you're wrong. But 2, enjoy hating my art. I mean, if that makes you happy, then what the fuck are you for kind of a person? Sorry, pardon my French again. So we're taking a little bit of the blue, a lot of dark blue, and a little bit of a light blue, and a little bit of pink, and we're just gonna add some blue, some white to it. And by some white, I mean lots of white. Some more pink. And we're going to work on the sky, and the sky is going to be darker at the top than it is on the bottom. So this is the sky above the clouds, right? And we are going to either make a dragon kind of thing, or, like, I haven't really thought this through, so I mean, I'll think about it tonight and then I'll paint it tomorrow. But yeah, some sort of dragon kind of thing, or a flying pear, because that has been like really trending in the art Sherpa community. Pears, like that seems like a really good idea. Flying pear. I believe Mark did one. I believe that's his name, right? And yeah. So I'm just kind of working this in, and it's gonna slowly become lighter as we work our way down, right? And that is how we create this sunrise effect. And we're gonna do a little sun actually right here. Like right here. Or here, that could work too. No, just get more of this colour and sort of get more white. Yeah. And just kind of work it in. And remember, while it's still wet, you could always blend it and adjust it. There's no harm done by doing that. So let's say I think this is too light. You get some of your colour and you go right in with it, and you can adjust it, get it darker. See how easy that is. And I'm just sort of tapping it in, not actually making real strokes, because I thought that would look really pretty for the background of this painting. And I'm just getting some just white, and I have not cleaned my brush, so it's gonna still look bluish, and that is what's gonna create the last layer of this for us. With the last gradient effect kind of thing. I know this sounds really fake and all, but you know what, I'm only 16, I did not go to art school, and I do not know all these technical terms, so, it's a struggle sometimes, but, we'll make it. Won't worry about it. So there we go. I think that is a pretty solid background right there. And yeah, so I don't know how much time I have left. Oh, I have some time. Enough time at least. I'm gonna actually add some more just pink in right around the edges. There we go. There we go. So now, sorry for standing, it's just, I'm used to standing, but I can't really record this against an easel because I can't put this upright unless I get some sort of board to tape it onto. So what we're gonna actually do, because it is sunrise, I have this little tint of yellow, and I'm sort of blend it into this. So I'm going to just put some dots right here and clean off my brush and kind of work it in. There you go. Work that in. I think that makes it pop. Makes it really pop. Actually needs a little bit more white right here. That's fine because we could still add that because it's still not dry. There we go. I think that looks spectacular. And what you could also do, if you want to make it a bit more detailed, is add some of the yellow on the tops of the clouds. Now my clouds have already dried and I don't want to ruin it. Oh, but I'm still gonna try because I am a daredevil. No, I'm not. But you know what? If you don't try, you don't succeed. But life's not about success. If you're happy with the way your life is, then I guess you've succeeded in a way without having actual success, right? So yeah. So the yellow starts to function as a glaze right here. It's not actually there vibrantly anymore. And it can't really blend in because the colours have dried, so I'm really working to get this in. Now the thing about acrylic paints is that your colours are going to dry on you really quickly, so you kind of have to work quickly unless you use a slow dry medium, which you can, totally valid. Alright. If that helps you completing a painting the way you like it, I say go for it. So I really like what the yellow did there, right there, with my colours, and I might actually make it wet for a bit so that it's going to blend and lift. So that's what I want right now. Sort of make it blend and then make it lift some. So I think it's a bit too bright right here. I'm sorry, I'm working some sort of watercolour techniques in this, but you know what, it's working and that's what it's about. Sort of make it wet and then lift it. There we go. Really like that. It turned out beautifully, I think. And since I still have some time left, I might as well do a little sun because it has almost completely dried right here. It's not really taggy anymore. I don't have any brush at hand right here. Oh yes I do. Yes I do. I have a brush. Oh. Well, that happened. Let me fix that here. I'm a very practical person. I'm not going to try to glue that together. Way too much work. Here. Okay. How to fix a brush 101. Here we go. Did it. Like, the ways you could use painter's tape. I'm gonna wet my brush, and yeah, get it ready for this. Put some of my white aside, because I'm gonna need some white. Get some yellow in there. You know, 98% white and 2% yellow. You get this beautiful soft colour. And if you're painting like the worst paints ever, like I'm doing, because I have professional paints, but I'm afraid to use them because I am afraid of ruining it, and then it's wasted. Already did that once. Like, I was painting this waterfall and it just didn't work. I was going over it and over it again and again to try to fix it, and it was just not working. So I gave up, and yeah. But the nice thing about the painter's tape is that it could actually handle the water that's in there. That's nice. I'm not actually, because the sun's looking kind of flat right now, so I'm taking my detail brush and just grabbing some white and adding some swirls into it. Right. That way it's going to be more interesting. I know you're not really seeing the difference, but it does add some interest. Actually, it'd be really interesting if we added some of this pink. And some more white. There we go. That's better. So, I'm gonna have to quit right here. Unless we want some stars up in here. For that, because, you know, I could do the splattering thing, but I'll have to get a toothbrush and everything, and I'm too lazy to do that. I'm gonna just sort of have some stars in here, like that. There we go, that makes it look really, really magical. And now, I'm going to pause it and I'll come back tomorrow and we'll make whatever is going to be on top of this. Although, it makes a great painting like this, so if you are like, oh, I'm so nervous to ruin it, because it looks so good right now, then you can always stop right here. It's not a problem. But I'm going to decide to continue. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Bye. Or tomorrow for me. But for you, in a second. So, bye. Okay, so we're back. It's like 2 days later, but whatever. I was busy and, you know, had other things to do. So I drew in the little thingy drawings. I don't know if you could see that. Oh yes, you can. It shows it very nicely. So, I decided to go with a little airplane, and there are 2 people, and they live in the clouds. Like, this is a really magical thing right here. God damn this chair. I'm gonna switch it out for my not my wheelchair, my desk chair. I don't own a wheelchair, but my desk chair in the next painting, because this is making too much sound. Now, the thing is, I know I drew a lot of lines in here, but you're only gonna see a silhouette, because this is gonna be a silhouette painting. I'm using a liquid, like soft body paint, right? Yeah, if I could recommend, like, if you were to only get one paint color in soft body paint, you should probably get black, because the soft body paint gives you a lot more control than what you normally have. It allows for crisp edges, and now black is mostly used for silhouettes, so that is why. Now, as you can see, I'm not using a very, very small detail brush. Main reason is I don't have one, because I would be using it if I did, because this requires a lot of detail. Because I made these people quite small, and it's a really small painting, right? So you should probably cover all of the, well, in this case, blue lines that you made. But you could do this with any color, obviously. Jesus, that hand is big. Let me wipe that off. That's way too much right there. There we go. Get that off right there. You need to work quickly if you want to do that, because it is a liquid body, a soft body paint. Sorry, I keep messing it up. And well, those dry very quickly in general. I'm sure you've seen this trick in Ginger Cook's channel or something. Although no, I've been using this ever since I started painting, because I'm that lazy person that does not take the time to just paint over something. It's just erase it and start again. That's how I work. Damn. About the rest of the figure is still wet. Okay, this I can work with. Finally. Like that. So, as you can see, don't worry if you make a mistake, although I do. There we go. That is a beautiful hand. Oh. Like, it's atrocious, but you know what, we'll take it. And that's his little finger pointing upwards, like, oh, what's that? His mom's like, well, son, that's an airplane. Because, you know, it's meant to be sort of a fantasy thing. I have this hair standing up right from my paint brush that I don't want. There we go. Here we go. And you know, if you want to make it not spend too much time on this, then just all you have to do is to make sure that you have enough paint on your brush. Because otherwise you need to do 2 coats. Which, you know, 2 coats can never hurt, but it's not necessary if you do this correctly. And here the dress widens a bit because it's on the floor, or on the cloud, but you know. Also make sure you don't draw them on top of the cloud, like on the edge, because then your clouds are gonna seem very 2D and your people are gonna seem very 2D. And you want a little bit of depth in your clouds and in your people, just in your painting. Always go for that depth. Although what I consider to be my masterpiece up to now did not have that depth. So I mean, you know, everyone breaks his own rules, and sometimes it works. It's just that in general, your paintings look better when you make them. I don't want to say depth again because then I'm gonna sound very repetitive, but yeah, depth. There we go. Actually, I wanted her to have like a hand sticking above her face, going like, what's that? Like, yeah, blocking out the sun, looking at that airplane. I just realised it's not gonna look good. So we're not going to. Now we're gonna fill in the airplane. I was almost tempted to just grab a bigger brush. But you know what, that's totally not necessary. Now if you're afraid that your lines are not being straight, then I guess you could use painter's tape, but you know what? You shouldn't even care right now. I'm sorry if I'm working out of the screen. I don't know, because you know, I'm just kind of flipping the page, making sure that everything is covered nicely. So this way I could work well. I could work in a comfortable way. Yeah, if you're serious about art and you want every piece to be a masterpiece, I suggest you don't do YouTube. Because this makes your work quite, well, a little bit more challenging. Let me put it that way. Actually do the thin lines that run from the wings to the, well, from the one wing to the other wing, with a fine liner, I guess. Do you see how much I'm turning this? Like, I would normally be doing that, and now I've untaped it, so I could do that, because I just have to pay attention to if it's in the screen or not, and I'm done. But when you are recording like I did for the background, so for the clouds in the sky and everything, then you're taping it down, and that is what creates a handicap. So, you know, I wish I had some music and I could play, you know, YouTube copyright and stuff. Well, they're pretty disabling to any artist ever. Well, every YouTube artist ever. I'm pretty sure normal artists are not bothered by it. Well, normal artists, as in not YouTube artists. They expect me to, like, react because my father is screaming from downstairs, and normally I scream back, but you know, I can't do that to your ears. I really can't. There we go. Make sure you don't get your hands in this. But as you can see, it dries relatively quickly because it's almost dry. Which is nice, because then we get to progress. Here we go. Here we go. It's almost done. Almost done. You're almost done. If you're painting this along with me, you're almost done. See how quickly that went. Now, the wheels, which are gonna look somewhat like, you have these cap thingies first, and then the wheels are going to be poking down from under that. See? Yeah, this I saw when I was studying a picture of that plane. Be a bit bigger though, because, you know, I can't stress enough the importance of watching and looking. Learning from seeing is like, that's a big part of art. I'm getting my pencil case for a second because I need a fine liner to do these little lines. Empty. Good. There's another one in here, don't worry. I recently bought this one, so this one cannot be empty. Or I bought a really bad one that could work too. There we go. And of course, again, if you are frightened of not being able to draw straight lines, you can use a ruler right here. It's not going to hurt anyone. Certainly not me. That's a lesson for you. Liners don't work on this canvas. It's not how the world is supposed to be, apparently. There you go. Very nice. Hello?
Kom je zo de tafeldekker zien?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Ja, zo.
Well, I need to finish that. Okay, there we go. I think we're pretty much done. You could add maybe a little swirl right here, like where it flew. Let me see if that works. Because as you know, I could always erase it. I could do that in black, I could also do it in white. But no, I have the black out right now, so yes, that'll work. Very light pressure. Here we go. There we go, that looks so much better actually. That's what really adds something to the painting. So, I recommend you put it in, but if you don't like it, then don't. Like, it's your choice. So yeah, I think it turned out wonderful. I think it really tells a story, which to me, as a person, is quite important. It's not that important to a painting, it does not need to tell a story, but it does help your painting. So let's sign it, and then be done. I'm not good at letters and everything in painting, so pardon my horrible signature. I really need to pay attention to what I'm doing. There we go. And actually, I like to put a little date on it, so it is the 23rd, which I'm not gonna put on the painting itself. And yes, in Europe we note it down this way, so if you're in America, you probably do 01 and then 23 and then 2016. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial thing. I hope you enjoyed painting this, and I hope to see you guys later. If you did enjoy, please subscribe, like, comment. It helps, it keeps me going. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.